I'm building a 5-fund income floor in public. GRNI, QQQI, GPIQ, TPAY, GPIX. Every distribution collected, every 19A notice filed, every dollar compounding. Documented here in real time. Everyone in income investing chases the same number, yield percentage. How much income does a dollar invested produce? It's simple. It's comparable. It's also not the number that tells you whether a position is actually working. There's a different milestone. One number that tells you the moment a position stops needing you and starts running itself. Almost nobody talks about it. Today I'm showing you what it is, the exact math behind it, and 2 funds in my own portfolio paying the same yield with a finish line 2.5 times further apart. Here's the concept, the DRIP threshold. It's the exact dollar amount invested in a position where the monthly distribution, reinvested automatically, buys at least 1 full new share every month. Below that line, DRIP reinvestment is buying you fractions of a share, real but negligible. Above that line, something changes. The position generates a full share on its own, every single month, without you adding another dollar. That's not accumulation anymore, that's a flywheel. The formula is simple. Take the share price, divide by the monthly yield. That's your threshold in dollars. Most income investors never calculate this. They split money evenly across every fund they own and wait for the dividends to add up. I did exactly that for a while. It's the slowest possible way to build an income floor because none of your positions ever cross the line into self-sustaining. Every position just sits in permanent accumulation. This exact pattern shows up in strength training. Connective tissue, tendons, ligaments, adapts on a different timeline than muscle. Load it inconsistently, below a real threshold of volume and intensity, and nothing structural happens. You're just accumulating stress with no adaptation to show for it. Cross the threshold, consistent loading, real intensity, sustained over weeks. And the tissue remodels. It gets stronger on its own. You don't have to fight for every rep anymore because the structure underneath you changed. Same principle. Underload something and you get motion without progress. Push past the real threshold and the system starts compounding without you forcing it. Here's what this looks like inside my own income floor using today's numbers. GRNI trades at $21.31 a share. Its most recent monthly distribution, 17 cents. Run that through the formula and the threshold lands around $2,600 invested. TPAY also targets a 10% annualized yield, essentially the same yield as GRNI. But TPAY trades at $53.21 a share. Run the same formula and the threshold jumps to over $6,700. Same target yield. 2.5 times the distance to self-sustaining. That's the part nobody talks about. Yield percentage tells you almost nothing about how fast a position becomes self-sustaining. Share price and yield together determine that. And share price is the variable most investors ignore completely. This is why sequencing matters. If you're deploying new capital across an income floor, concentrating it 1 fund at a time, lowest threshold first, gets every position crossing into self-sustaining territory faster than spreading contributions evenly across all of them. In my own build, sequencing by threshold instead of splitting evenly will save close to a year of compounding delay across the full 5-fund floor. The instinct to diversify contributions immediately feels responsible. It's actually the slower path. Concentration, in the right order, gets more of your portfolio compounding on its own, sooner. Here's what makes the threshold cross even faster: how the distribution is taxed. If a fund's distributions are classified as return of capital, not ordinary income, you reinvest the full dollar amount. Nothing comes off the top for taxes in the year you receive it. The compounding base going toward your threshold is larger every single month than it would be with a fully taxable distribution of the same size. That's the whole thesis behind the ROC classified funds in this income floor. Same distribution dollar amount, more of it actually working toward the threshold, because none of it left the building for the IRS first. The DRIP threshold isn't just a milestone, it's the finish line. The tax treatment either helps you reach faster or slows you down getting to. If this framework is useful, hit the like button. It helps other people building the same system. Find this work. Yield percentage tells you what a fund pays. The drip threshold tells you when a position stops needing you. That's the number I actually track. Subscribe if you want the full sequencing breakdown, the exact order, and the math behind why concentrating capital beats splitting it evenly. That's next. And drop a comment. Have you calculated your own drip threshold on any position you're holding? And are you above it or below it right now?